Thank you guys for tuning in again. We are in the pink room and with the beautiful Savasia motherfucking Vida. Get that right. So, one thing I really want to touch on is Girl Your Best. How did that happen?
So the material inspired me during the winter, like in December. I was looking up tutorial videos online and I saw this DIY raincoat with the PVC. Thought it was cool, easy to make. Then I was thinking, what else can I make with that?
Oh, shit.
So that's what started it. And I even learned the bias tape from the video too. So I know that was essential to it. And then I just added my own flair. Like I thought, what would be best? What if a layering piece? What if a cardigan? Something that'd be cool to wear with. So this is, I want to say, my 10th piece, my 10th vest that I've made. I've made 6, I believe. Yeah, I made 6.
Wow.
More in the
Incredible.
thank you. More in the winter, winter spring area.
Okay.
Then I stopped for a couple months, and now I'm back on. I have 3 more on my website, worthyop.com.
Hey, you should put that down. Don't worry.
And yeah, so I think they're like perfect layering pieces. I think they're really easy. You know, especially it being kind of see-through. It's not just so overpowering, but it gives a little flair to your outfit too. And it's unisex and one size. Can't go wrong with it. I mean, just like my kimonos I made before too. It's just that perfect layering piece.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. This one isn't as, gray as my other ones. This is actually the first one I made for myself this summer, and then I made the other 3. But usually the ones with myself, I just do crazy stuff with it and not put so much to it, and then add a little bit later. So I have some string like this. I'll put it in through sometimes.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Yeah. Or if I want a different color string, do that. I'll probably do that, and some kind of rope. Something. But with mine, I usually make a design for me first out of all my designs, and then I'll make it if I like it. That's always something that I do. So this was the first one. I was like, okay, I like the colors.
Right.
First time doing the the white seam and the white stitchings. I was kind of nervous because with that you have to be really careful, So I was like, fuck it, I like it. Let's do it.
That's fucking lit.
Yeah.
What's your favorite color? What can you say with designing? What's your favorite colors?
I have a range. It's blues. It's honestly greens, blues, and purples, just like that.
Green, blue, purple.
The cooler part of the rainbow, I like a lot. I like the
Green, blue, purple. So that's not a compliment. That's that's just straight next to each other now. Like I said. Yeah. I think
even yellow too. Yellow is actually my brand color. My or gold is.
Gold.
But I like working with more of the cooler colors of the scale. There's easier to kind of match with too. Blue always reminds me of denim, so when I incorporate blue, that's how easy it is to kind of match everything, because you wear denim with literally anything. And I feel like reds and oranges a little too loud or just kind of too bright, or for a specific occasion, whereas blues and these, they can just throw on all the time.
They're cute.
Yeah.
They're cute. What kind of, one thing I want to know is, your mindset, and you gotta be worthy. That's your push through, and what you listen to and what you feed your mind, you become. And so what are some designing, those late nights working, all my entrepreneurs out there, late night working, music is something that can keep us in tune with your craft. And what is some music that you like?
I like instrumental, hip-hop, beats, all of that. I mean, that's what I've done throughout college too when I studied. So whenever I was just focused, I just like hearing that because it doesn't distract me. Words distract me, or a certain, whatever the song is about will distract me. If it's just playing instrumentals, boom, bap, I'm okay, here we go. Or just silence, honestly. Or just silence, or just listening to some music, but something that kind of keeps me in the groove. Silence when I'm by myself, when I'm just, it's only me in the apartment and I'm doing it and for a long time, whatever, that's fine with me. But when there's other things, if the TV's on, Orlando's there or something, I'll put on my headphones and tune out. And it's easy, keeps it focused, because I'm not distracted with what's going on, the noise outside. And I live downtown, so it's pretty busy. So having those headphones in is, ideal sometimes. But yeah,
tune out.
Tune out to tune in.
Tune out to tune in. Amen, girl. Oh, shit, I love that. Another thing too, with tuning in and tuning out, we learn how to. I don't know. We just learned where to transfer that energy.
Right.
And how are some ways you deal with stress? How are some ways you deal with, in the beginning you were saying, no artist should be able to be stressed or feel that way. So what are some ways that our fellow artists out there can cope with stress, or what are some ways you do?
I draw. I'll draw, I'll design, I'll think of, I'll just focus on what I want to do and what's my purpose, what I want my purpose to be. That's just my main, just getting back to basics, kind of, that's one of the ways, or listening to music, or going out for a walk, doing all three somewhere else, like walking with my notepad and downtown, going to a park, or just walking with some music and that's it. Like just kind of, I don't know, just being on my own path in a way that is somewhat meditating and self-rewarding, and it gets you right focused.
Oh, I'm gonna take a walk after this.
Yeah.
Yes, I is.
A walk with a blunt and like just something that can just keep you in tune with you, and you know yourself, and you know what you want to do without the outside noise, and you are firm in your decision without that. So
that's nice.
Yeah.
Before we close out, there's one thing I want to, really, I want to open up. I'm knocking on the door. I'm knocking on the door. And that's, what would you leave to the audience in pursuing their path? What would be one thing to leave with them on their way to success, on their way to greatness, on their way to that big cow?
Yeah.
What are some things you can say?
Know your worth. Know your fucking worth. Know that whatever path you're on, you're designed to be on that path. You can't back out from that, because there's a reason why you're going forth with something in your life. There's a reason why that you want to do certain things and have a passion. Don't second guess yourself. Do it. Go do it. You're gonna fail sometimes. Some things are not gonna plan out the way you do, but you have that integrity in your heart. It's gonna keep you strong as fuck, no matter what. I've had this brand for 4 years, and throughout what I've been going through, and this brand has been up and down, but knowing that I have it, and knowing that I have the ability to do it, to execute it, to practice it, to whatever, that keeps me whole. And just know your worth. Know that it's only you in this path. It's only you that can fight anything. It's only you. So knowing that and having confidence in what you can do, you can overcome anything. Overcome anything.
Savasia Vida, thank you so much for today.
Thank you for
fucking coming up on the stage. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, of course, y'all.
Thank you so much. And thank you to the audience who's been tuning in. I will for sure put all of her social medias down here so that way you guys can keep in touch. And for all you guys, thank you so much for tuning in on the Pink Room. We will see you soon.
Thank you.
Let's see how we look here.
Love it.